attorney's conduct is potentially criminal in furtherance of that representation, the attorney has a split loyalty now, because you have to zealously represent your client, but you also have to keep yourself out of hot water. And those two goals may conflict with one another. So very soon,
holy shit,
to see her withdraw from her representation of Donald Trump.
Doesn't it kind of not make sense to put?
So, okay, let me start with two things. Oh, holy shit. Okay, here we go. First of all, everything this man just said was complete bullshit. Number one, first of all, there has been generally, to be very fucking clear, there has been a prosecution of attorneys in a concerted effort to go after attorneys who represent people with views you don't like. Well, guess what? That is fundamental to justice in America, regardless of your political views. You could be a goddamn communist. You could be a fascist. You could be whatever the fuck you want to be, right? You could be anything you want to be. You could be a libertarian, whatever you are. Your attorneys have a duty to defend you, a duty of zealous advocacy. We have to defend you to the utmost of our abilities, regardless of your beliefs. Remember, one of our very first presidents, right, Adams, defended the fucking redcoats after the Boston Massacre. Right. This is the fundamental of our Constitution. This is fundamental to our system of justice, is that everybody deserves a fair and zealous defense. So you are never, ever supposed to attack an attorney for doing his job. And it is disgusting that this man who calls himself an attorney, who cosplays as an attorney, because clearly he's never been a real attorney in the actual U.S. legal system. He's worked in the separate military legal system, which honestly has nothing to fucking do with the actual legal system and practice of law. And you can tell because the way he represented himself here, the way he spoke about defending clients is disgusting. You can only talk like this if you work in a whole separate system, which is a whole separate system of values. This man does not hold the values of an American civil attorney or a criminal attorney in the regular U.S. justice system. He does not hold those values. That is fucking clear from what he said right there. It is absolutely not criminal to defend your client. It is in fact your duty to defend your client to the utmost of your abilities. Now, when he talks about sanction or disbarment, right? Now, let's say an attorney fucks up, right? Myron, do you think attorneys fuck up on a regular basis?
Of course. We're human.
Of course. We make mistakes. We are all human. Sometimes we make typographical errors, and a judge wants it to be in Times New Roman, and you put that shit in Arial, right? And that's the type
Comic Sans. Comic Sans.
You put it in fucking Comic Sans. You put it in Wingdings, you know? And you submit it, and you fuck up. Right? That's a fuck up. And guess what? Some judges won't give you a chance to review it. They'll deny it. They'll throw it out of court and you lose the case because you put it in the wrong goddamn font. That's the type of error that attorneys make all the time. Is that criminal? No. Attorneys fuck up. Attorneys do things that they don't necessarily need to do. So he's saying, oh, well, in this case, they certified something. They shouldn't have certified it. Okay. Maybe an attorney fucked up, right? Maybe if Donald Trump is convicted, then he might have some sort of bar complaint to submit. But guess who's the person who gets to submit that motherfucker? It's not your bald head ass. It's Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the one who would have to report because he has that attorney-client relationship. You do not. You know nothing about this. You know nothing about this case and has no standing to submit that complaint. In fact, when you submit a complaint to the bar, you have to certify that you have personal knowledge of this case. This man could not do that. He has no personal knowledge of this case, and he wouldn't dare do that because, in fact, he could get in trouble for submitting a false bar complaint. So what he had to say about attorneys was not just wrong, it was vile and disgusting and really goes against the spirit of the American legal system.
God damn. Go off, man. Give you a Donovan.
I'm sorry, bro. When I see attorneys do that shit, it's disgusting. It is vile. And this is exactly why I have my channel, because I see people do these things. They're unethical, and they do them again and again and again and again. That is not what justice should be. Justice should be giving a fair defense or giving a fair case to everybody, right? There's a fair prosecution. There's a fair defense. We play by the fucking rules. We don't say, hey, you represented a person I don't like, right? They don't like Trump, right? Anybody who represents Trump, they want to get rid of all those lawyers. They want to try those lawyers for crimes, for defending their clients. That is disgusting. That is vile. And the fact that he even brought that up is really horrible.
And I'm really glad, because I'm learning right now. I'm really glad I had you on, because I genuinely thought, I was like, damn, maybe she's in trouble. Maybe she could get referred to the bar for this. So you're saying that what he just said is a moot point. It's not going to happen. It's cap on
It's
his
never gonna happen. There's no fucking way that the attorney gets brought up on criminal charges. There's no way. I'm telling you guys, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Because
the fact that he said
kept them from going to the storage room. That's like their allegation. She kept them from going, the FBI from going to the storage room, and she certified a document that wasn't true and correct. So you don't foresee.
Worst case scenario. After, if Trump is convicted or fined or whatever, he's punished in some way. If we get there, Trump could file a bar complaint, right? And the worst that would probably happen was they might be suspended or might be fined or might be punished, right? I don't think they're going to get disbarred for it. I don't think it was a big enough issue.
Gotcha. So the
disbarment is serious. Disbarment usually involves, frankly, the biggest reason people get disbarred, so everybody in your audience knows, is from embezzling money, frankly. So if you take your client's money, they actually, you know what's funny, Myron? You can do coke, you can get drunk, you can have a DUI. That probably won't get you disbarred. What'll get you disbarred is taking your client's money.
Oh shit. Okay. I learn something new every day. So you're saying the only person that even really has the authority to refer her to the bar is Donald Trump himself. No one else, really.
They don't really have standing. The only other people that might are the prosecutors, if they have actual knowledge that Trump's lawyer did that. But other than the federal prosecutors or Donald Trump, there's really nobody else who has standing to do that. These other people don't have standing to do that.
Gotcha. And the federal prosecutor would have to have a good amount of information to be able to do it, because if you make a bullshit allegation to the bar, you can lose yours. So might not even have risk.
They would have to. I don't think the federal. So I'm saying they could do it, but I don't think the federal prosecutor would do it, because you have to understand the relationship between attorney and client, what was said, what wasn't said, to realize whether they breached their duty. Because that's the duty that's being breached that can be potentially criminal, is if you breach a duty to your client. How the fuck does anybody know that? This Justice Ritter, he doesn't know shit about the attorney-client relationship. He knows nothing. He's completely making this shit up, just like he made up the Russia shit.
Interesting. Okay. That dude learns something new every day, which is why it's great to have
an I didn't know I was gonna get turned up on this one, man. This is
giving the truth, because in my head I was like, damn, can she be referred to the bar for this?
No.
But that's a bombshell that it's only really Trump that can refer her.
Yes, only Trump in this case.
Wow. Okay.